Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. It is, well, my friends, it's finally time to get the wonderful GT710 out of the drawer and actually play some games on it, because we're going to be testing the top 10 Steam most played games at the moment of recording this video. So as usual, this is the GT710 that we're working with. It's the 2GB DDR3 model of the card and it's from Asus. It's a silent model, of course. It doesn't have any fans on it, so it's not the faster version, but it's not the worst version either. That would be the 1GB DDR3, but it's pretty damn close to the slowest anyway. So at this point, we all know that the GT710 sucks, and I actually gotta test it out on a full-on Sunday video, testing like the most demanding games. That should not be fun whatsoever, actually. But you know what? As we've seen already, most games on the top 10 list, most played on Steam, aren't really that intensive, so I am curious to see what games are actually playable. That's an angelic sound, guys. It's beautiful. Let's install it in the system and play some games on it, shall we? First of all, it's desktop time. Nvidia GeForce GT 710 showing up then in MSI Afterburner along with the latest Nvidia drivers available to it, 473.47. Should we overclock the card a little bit, guys? Just a little bit. You know, let's give it a bit of extra juice. 100 megahertz on the core clock and 200 on the memory clock. It can go higher, but these are just safe OCs, I guess you could say. It's very achievable, at least. Over in Tech Power-Ups GPU-Z, you can check out all of the GPU specs. GK208 GPU, so it means that it's a Kepler card. There's also a Fermi version of the 710, by the way, which is based on the 40nm technology instead of 28 nanometers. Release date 2014, 192 CUDA cores, and the 2GB of DDR3 once again. And finally, we are pairing it with an i7 4770K and 16GB of DDR3 1600 MHz in dual channel. Let's go over the games now. In the first three places, we got the usual suspects: CSGO, Dota 2, and Lost Ark. In fourth place, we got Team Fortress 2, which got a huge jump in player count during the past week or so, as you can see right there. Apex Legends is next, PUBG, ARK Survival Evolved, Monster Hunter Rise, which is going just crazy. Look at that. That's a huge spike in player count in the last couple of days. Then we got Rust and Grand Theft Auto 5. So CSGO is very easy to run, but make no mistake, you need to drop the settings here. 720p using the lowest settings. Alright, so this deathmatch just started. Oh boy, I can already feel that huge input lag. Oh my gosh, I thought I was... No, I actually died there. I died with a knife. Are you kidding me? We gotta get our revenge, guys. There is a ton of stuttering, by the way. Oof, that is rough. What the hell? This guy... He didn't see us. Alright. Oh my god. It feels so bad, actually. Okay, that is impressively slow. Actually. Like, the FPS are alright. At 80-something on average there. Also, it's going up because every time I die, it goes up by a lot into the 300s. But... no, please don't kill me. Okay, damn it. The thing is, with 99% GPU usage in this game, you get a ton of input lag, and it's very noticeable. I prefer to play at 30 FPS without input lag in this game than at 120 locked with input lag. Okay, so that's how bad input lag is in this game and how much it affects your aim. We can still do this. We're almost first place. A second. Now we're first. Ah, damn bastard. Come on, 2 kills for me. Nice. Ah, another one. All right, back to first place right away. Sometimes it's so bad, dude. It gets like lower 40s, and you can definitely feel that something is very off. You know what? Ah, I tried. All right, you know what? For a better experience, there's actually something you can do. Wait, let me get the AFK. Thank you. And that is... enable this setting right here. Laptop power savings will lock your FPS to 48 and the input lag is gone, basically. It's so much better feeling, you know. You wouldn't know this. I didn't shoot there. You wouldn't really know this if I wasn't telling you, but it feels great. See that, guys? See these flicks? I wouldn't have been able to do that without the FPS lock and no input lag. Oh boy, okay, all right. That's way better feeling. Oh man, come on. One there. Got him. Also, if you lock it to 60 FPS, sometimes it will get less than that, and you'll be screwed with input lag, and it's very inconsistent. So the 48 FPS here are actually pretty good for the 710 at 720p. Alright, feels good, feels good. You can actually play the game competitively if you want to, like this, which is weird to say. Okay, last thing that I want to do is throw a smoke here in a casual match, because that's the most intensive thing, smokes. And at the edge of it, it drops from 30 FPS. Unfortunately, if you throw a lot of smokes or if you're playing competitively near a smoke, you're just gonna get screwed here with the 710 because it's extremely hard to aim like this. Oh, damn, that is actually really good. I wasn't expecting Dota 2 to be so good. So we're playing at 720p once again, using the lowest settings with high textures, 100% resolution scaling. The good thing about Dota 2, aside from those beautiful 1% lows, is that the game is super playable even with like 40 frames per second. So even if it drops that far... Okay, it does drop. Look at that. Yes. Even if it drops this far, it is still extremely playable and very enjoyable. I actually played an entire game of this in like a GeForce 310M laptop, which was pretty bad. But I still had fun at 800 by 600 resolution. Yeah, so no problems here. You can play Dota 2 absolutely fine. I actually thought we'd get less FPS than these, especially with all of these effects going on, like 30s or so. But no, that's not the case. Not a problem for the 710. See, guys, these are the games that you should play with the GT 710, not those AAA titles that I usually test it with. Those videos are just for fun, obviously. I think these are very adequate settings here. Not bad. I think we lost the ARK. Oh no, it's right here. It's lost ARK, guys. No, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so 720p resolution, DirectX 9 using the lowest settings. Oh my god, I'm trying to close things. Okay, it's working, kind of. Can I please move properly? Okay. Oh my god, why is it stuttering so much today? Like, even closing the things, I don't understand.
See if there's a
Useful tool. Yes, okay, I know. I already know that. So we're in a city area. It's not really very intensive, and the benchmark that I usually do here in this game is not really that intensive. It's just a basic little run. Everybody keeps talking to me in this game. And you're definitely gonna see way lower FPS if you get to like a big dungeon with tons of players around you fighting a big boss all at once with tons of effects and stuff. Yeah, of course, that's gonna be way more intensive than just running around a city, right? But hey, the first impressions in this game are not really too bad for a little GT 710. It seems like it is gonna provide a somewhat playable experience here. It's not terrible, right? You don't really need a ton of FPS anyway, so even if it drops from 30 from time to time, it's still okay. Now it's Team Fortress 2, and we're finally playing a game at 1080p resolution using high settings. Can you believe that? Well, yes, you can. It's a game from 2007, so no wonder it actually runs really well on the little GT 710. Am I having a lot of ping? No. So they're actually saying that there are people cheating in this game as well. Every single time I join a server in Team Fortress 2, there is a cheater, guys. It's not fun. That sucks. I wish you the worst if you're a cheater. That's playing with the GT 710, by the way, which we tested last week in this game as well. Just take a look at that. If you want to cheat, play with a card like that. I guess that's the least you can do, right? Give your opponent a little chance. But don't do that at all, you know? It sucks. Alright, we're doing something finally. Yeah, I guess the cheater is in our team this time, so I can actually survive for a bit longer than 10 seconds. Sometimes. Oh boy, they're after me, guys. We're gonna die. Okay. Lastly, I just want to see... Why? What the hell? They're accusing me of cheating. Are you serious? I just want to see Spy going invisible here, because that's sometimes pretty intensive. Especially on older GPUs, but not here. It's alright. It's Apex Legends now. This is absolutely horrible. Okay, so it's actually at 800 by 600, not at 1024 by 768, because I set it in the launch options, and of course we're using the lowest settings. Oh man, it's gonna be better down there, but it's awful basically in Apex. Well, at least nobody dropped with us, so we're fine. Oh my gosh, every time it drops below 30, it's so bad. Oh, you know what? It actually feels like dropping below 60 in CSGO when you drop below 30 in this one. It's super weird. It has less input lag than in CSGO. I mean, what the hell is that, right? Maybe Valve just didn't optimize CSGO to have low input lag with max GPU usage because it's so easy to be CPU bound in that game. I don't know. And in these games, of course, you're usually going to be GPU bound. So they actually optimize it for lower input lag. Oh, we got one that was already down, but I don't care. I'm just going to get out of here now. Throw some smokes as well. Yes, sir. This is, it could be worse. Oh my god, just, when I thought it was actually not that bad, look in this direction, I turned back and... Where is he? There he is. Come on, can I get him? Yes, I actually got him. Okay, I'm gonna kill him as well. Good stuff. We got this now. They're running away from me. Why are they running away from me? Guys, I got a GT 710. Fight me, please. I am done with this benchmark already. And the pain right now. There's one there. Come on. I'm just gonna drop my ultimate now. Oh, there's one. Very nice. Good place, buddy. Good place to be at. Let's see the explosions around us. That's very intensive. Ooh. It's really bad. And now it's PUBG, or as I call it, Dying Simulator. At least to me. 720p using lowest settings, very low. And you know what? The render scaling is not actually set to 70. It's set to 1%, which means that we're playing at 7p resolution. This is how it looks. It's amazing, right? And I'm just playing at this insanely low resolution because I want to show you that even like this, even with literally 7 pixels vertically, this game is still dropping from 30 FPS. It's just terrible, guys. I'm gonna join another one, by the way. Yeah, still the same thing pretty much. Nothing is happening yet. It's still the warm-up, and it's already in the 20s. And in some areas of the maps, it actually gets like 16, 10 FPS at times, even at 7p resolution. So unfortunately, PUBG is a no-go with the 710. Next up is ARK Survival Evolved at 640 by 480, lowest settings, 100% resolution scale, because, well, at least we get to play at 640 by 480. How the heck does this game run better than PUBG at 7p resolution? That's the real question, right? So we're not playing the normal version of ARK. If you do that, you're gonna get like 10 FPS, 15 at these same settings. We're actually using the extremely low memory mode, which actually runs pretty well on the GT 710. Well, pretty well, because this is still terrible looking, honestly, guys. All right, we can go to this forest area right here and see the FPS inside of it. It gets 20s, so it still drops, even with these terrible graphics and 640 by 480 resolution. But since this is only a survival game, if you're not really playing PvP, I guess, you could get by with 30 FPS average. It can sort of play ARK, not comfortably, but it can sort of play it. Now it's Monster Hunter Rise, and I'm actually playing the Sunbreak demo here, which runs the same as the actual game. And once again, this is not going to be in an intensive area with tons of players and stuff like that. It's going to be a simpler benchmark just to get a feel of the game. 480p using the low settings here. As you can see, this is it. Why is this on average? Oh, it's the lowest. Okay, all right, this is it. Let's go. Oh, what the actual hell? This is so good now. Why is it so good? What the? We can play at a higher resolution then. All right, let's go for 900p. And we're probably getting good FPS because the image quality is set to 70%, which means that it's using resolution scaling and it's not native res. That's why it looks very pixelated even here at 900p. But it actually is getting playable FPS. Maybe this area isn't really intensive, but it's not bad, guys. You can play the game. That's actually not very surprising because... What the hell just happened? It looks like crap, honestly, and the game originally came out on the Switch, so it's not really that intensive. Can we... Yes, we can actually kill these things, sort of. Are we killing them? I'm not sure. It's the first time ever that I'm playing a game like this, by the way. All right, control, focus on target. Jesus Christ, okay. It's all good, guys. We can actually play this game with the GT 710, apparently. Not even with this big boy. We are dying. It's amazing. I'm not sure what I'm doing, honestly. I'm trying to do things. I'm just checking the requirements here, and it actually asks only for a GT 1030 DDR4 as a minimum requirement to GPU. So, yeah, that's not too much faster than the GT 710. That's probably why it is actually playable here. All right. Seems like it is well optimized, actually. Great. And now we're playing some Rust at 720p using lowest settings. Render scaling is set to 0.8, so it's more like 500-ish p. And yes, everything's turned off right here, obviously. It kind of looks like crap, but it's getting... Oh, boy. No, just looking at the bush, it drops from 30 FPS, so... Once upon a time, it was actually playable at 30 plus FPS all of the time and 720p resolution. I remember those days, but now Rust has gotten a ton of updates, and this new grass basically kills it for the little 710. Look at this. Damn, that is bad. You know what, guys? At least it is stable. It's a stable experience. It's not jumping all over the place. It's not stuttering, you know. Yes, it drops from 30 FPS, but if you get used to it, you could still have a little bit of fun like this. Although it really sucks at times. Like getting 20s. I mean, I just don't like to see 20s there. But again, if you forget about it, it could be okay. You could be a cook for your teammates, you know? If you're playing with friends, you just stay at home with 20-something FPS, cook their meals, so when they come back from the raids and stuff, you feed them. It's like you're their mom or something. Rust is a lovely game, what can I say? And lastly, I am really happy this made it to top 10. It's GTA 5 DirectX 10 720p using the lowest settings with high textures to make it look a little bit prettier. Textures aren't usually intensive, so you're only gonna get like one more FPS if you set them to normal, basically. Let's grab the car. So it already got really close to 30 there. Uncomfortably close, actually. All right, this is where the GT 710 1GB GDDR5 actually did way better than the GT 710 2GB DDR3. In other games, I didn't really see much of a difference, but in GTA 5, that GPU was mostly in the 40s. So if you have a different version of the 710, it will probably run a little bit better or worse if you're unfortunate enough to have the 1GB variant, DDR3 as well. Yeah, but anyways, as you can see, it's not stuttering whatsoever, because we got plenty of VRAM and RAM as well. And it's above 30 FPS pretty much at all times. We just got to see it in Jack's Hill, of course. Let's go. Stop. God damn it, why did it take so long to stop? I think it's not going to be very intensive because we don't have grass, basically, using DirectX 10 with normal grass quality. Let's go. We only hit one person so far, except that one wanted to die. I don't care. We can go this way because we're playing on normal, so those little pillars that used to be there aren't there anymore. That's a little advantage. We can also go this way. We couldn't do that playing on high settings. So I can actually recommend you to pick up GTA 5 if you have a GT 710, guys. Like, it is playable. Even if it does drop slightly sometimes from 30 FPS, it's alright. I will give this one a massive win for the GT 710. Hello, Jack. How's it going, buddy? Let me pet you a little bit. Come on. Can I do that, please? There we go. Oh, boy. Hopefully I didn't kill him. Yes, he's fine. He is absolutely fine. Running in the other direction as usual. All right. It's always amazing to see Jack because that means that we're close to killing Bob. So let's do that after we see the FPS inside of these bushes. 27, 26, that's pretty much the most intensive thing that will happen in this game, by the way. Even explosions are less intensive than bushes, so you're fine, guys. It's only gonna drop into the higher 20s. Hi, Rex, you can run away now. You're free. It's conclusion time, and 6 out of the 10 games that we tested today were actually comfortably playable on a GT 710. That's crazy, guys. This is usually very crappy, but if you're into the games that most people are playing, apparently, you can play some absolutely fine on a GT 710. Maybe most people actually have GT 710s, and that's why these are the most played games. I don't know. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll hopefully catch you in tomorrow's Sunday video. And as always, I love you all. Bye-bye.